Hello, it's me. I'm not dead or anything. I do have more videos to put out there. It's just editing time. Doing the Betty one, which is just making that into a huge project, way bigger than it needs to be. And I'm doing the Imp as well, so the Imp stuff's coming. But I'm busy and I'm at work. And while I was working on this one, I thought it might be interesting to show people who are easily interested in things what this is. And how it is, what it is, and why it is what it is, and how they came to be. So this is a BX. Yes, surprise, I know. But this is a BX Estate. Trying to do this completely backwards. Yeah, around there. There you go. I don't own this car. This is a customer's car. They have watched some of the videos, I think. So hello, if you see this. So the car's in, it's in for a bit of work. Mostly it's sort of preparation for driving in the winter, under seal, everything like that. This is what I would have done with my Mark 1 had I had the time and had I not had other cars I could drive. Because I would have just kept driving it all year round, to be honest, but I didn't have time. So this one has come in for a fair bit of under seal treatment. We're getting serious with it. The majority of what's gone on is this stuff, which is, you can't see what it is, so I'm not advertising because it's covered in its own goop on the outside of the tin, because the nozzle on the gun is broken, so it just goes everywhere. The trick with this car, the reason why this one's interesting, although it's not unique to the subject of this video, the interesting thing with this one, look, those who know BXs know that is a Mark 1 wheel trim. This is a Mark 1 Estate. It honestly is. Yeah, I know. That is the only Mark 1 Estate on the road in the UK, I believe. I could be wrong. Unfortunately, they're not listed by estate or hatchback with DVLA. They're just 19RD or whatever. But we're not interested in that. I mean, I'm interested in that. I'm hugely interested in that. I'm getting my geek on with this. But the bit that I thought might interest people is to show you how a BX Estate isn't a BX Estate at all. No. A BX Estate is a BX hatchback with some extra bits on. You see, the BX hatchback was built in Rennes, which is in northwest France, Brittany area. These weren't built in Rennes. Rennes being the location of where Citroen's factory was, or PSA's factory, in fact, because they were building Peugeots there as well. These were built by Houllier, which was in... Is it Cerzay? It's kind of like Midwest France. It's like it's south of Brittany, a bit, but not down the bottom. And these were built there, like Xantia Estates, XM Estates, things like that, and the Opel Tigra. And the Opel Tigra, the one with the retractable roof, which I think is the one that they made, that's the worst car I've driven. Honestly, I don't think I've driven a worse car than that. Of all the cars I've driven a lot, and that's, for me, was the one I disliked the most, but regardless. Yeah, so the BX Estate starts off as a hatchback, because up here, you see, I can't zoom because you're on the camera at the front, but right up the front, I can try and get my finger to go, there you go, there. See that bit there, along the top? There's the railing in the way. That's GRP, that bit up there. And it's stuck over the top of the original hatchback frame. So there's no roof skin in the hatchback frame, it's just the rails. That rail goes across the top there, and that's why they have hatchback rear doors, which is why they kind of look like they don't fit. There's about a million different shut lines going on at the top. But they are basically hatchbacks. They just have a bit grafted on. Where is the bit that's grafted on? You can see it. That's the towing eye on a hatchback, and that's the towing eye on an Estate. They've just had to stick another bit on the end. Yeah, that literally is it. So you can see it in other places. The brace up here, which is all very sticky at the moment, that's hatchback. This is hatchback, but everything there backwards isn't. If you look underneath, see that line there? That is the original flange that the rear panel for a hatchback welds to. That is a hatchback rear bumper mount. Right there. On my 16 valve or on the Mark 1, there's a bolt that goes in there that holds the rear bumper to it. You can see it's literally Control-C, Control-V. It's just an extra bit on the end. So this bit here, this whole section at the back is crafted by Houllier. Made them on their own jigs, and when the shell came in from Wren, unfinished shells, because they didn't have the back panel on them, they just welded that bit on the back and made an estate. So everything here is kind of different, but not. It's nothing like the hatchback. That is your BX hatchback. It ends there. So how much longer is an estate than a hatchback? That much longer. These bits here are known to rust. The estates do suffer with rust more than the hatchbacks. The estates, if you're looking at one, oh, look, spidey. Little baby spider. Covered in underseal, I expect. Poor thing. I think you see him. Yeah. This is the content you can... He doesn't look well, does he? I'm going to sort him out in a sec. Or he. What are you? I can't tell, I can't see. So, yeah, the... Christ, completely thrown off by a spider. Yeah, so the estates do tend to rust. They suffer. Oh, you're close. They do tend to rust. You get rust bubbles around here, along here, along here. Quite often on an estate, you'll see the rear bumper kind of flapping around. That's because that panel in there's gone, which isn't unique to estates. That happens on hatchbacks too. They rust all through here, and the whole lot just flaps about. Now, the thing is, you could chop that whole panel off the back of that and replace that with another estate rear panel. So because this car is so rare, you could remove that panel off another car and replace it and save this one. Or you could convert it to a hatchback. You could take that bit off, cut it off, weld a hatchback rear. I should do that one day. You wouldn't even have to tell DVLA because it's still a 5-door car. Why? Just because. So yeah, and then this bit here is all, that's plastic. Obviously that's right, that's glazed in. Those are the same doors as a hatchback. On the Mark II BX, these arches grew fatter. But on the Mark I Estate, sorry, not the Mark I Estate, on the Estate, the rear arches, and front arches on this one because it is a Mark I, but the rear arches were designed around being a Mark I. When the Mark II came out, they didn't bother changing the back arches, or the rear bumper. So the rear bumper, when it goes back on, and the rear arches on an estate are always Mark I. They're the same throughout, regardless of how old the car is. Yeah, I don't know why I was saying that. I've gone off on one. But you could, in theory, you could chop the back end off and turn it into a hatchback. You just take the fiberglass bits off the top, get rid of all this, find a quarter panel, find a boot, find a rear panel, find an exhaust, find a spare wheel well, easy for me to say, and change the rear suspension cylinders, because the rear suspension cylinders that this is connected to are different on an estate, they're bigger. So there you go. There is some completely useless information about the Citroen BX Estate, a car I do not own. I have owned them. I had a silver one actually. I'll talk about that one day because that was very cool. No, it was cool in my world, which is deeply uncool in most people's world. So yeah, there you go. That's a BX Estate. That's the difference between a BX Estate and a BX hatchback. It's about that long, about 10 inches.